Hey guys, come on out.
Come on, guys.
Oh, look at him coming out.
There we go. Now we have some
Look at
friends.
this. Look at all these friends. So we are here today at Benay's Bird and Animal Rentals with Benay herself. And we have, it looks like a bunch of little friends back here. Who are we meeting right now?
These are prairie dogs, and they're actually all rescues that we got out of Texas that were destined to be euthanized.
Oh, wow.
And we got them for a Yoplait commercial.
Oh.
And I love them to death. They're actually one of my favorite animals.
They're so cute.
Yeah, it's funny because what we do is there's several feet of dirt in here, and we stomp it down every once in a while and make them rebuild their little villages. Makes them so mad.
Look at that one doing like the splits over there. Come on,
But
guys.
it's definitely some enrichment for them to have to rebuild their cities.
So I guess the question is, can you teach an old prairie dog new tricks?
You can. They're very inquisitive. They're pretty intelligent, and they're very food motivated. And when you put those three things together, they're very easy to train.
These three guys look so cute. I want to pet them, but I don't know if that's the right thing to do when you see them.
Well, actually, that's an excellent question. We run into that all the time. Many people just think that when we're showing up on set with trained animals, that means that they're friendly and safe. And although these guys are friendly and safe, they are animals, and they are wild animals. And anything with a mouth and teeth can bite you and hurt you. So regardless of how tame an animal is, you should never stick your fingers in their cage, ever. And we'll get on set many times, and people will walk right up to a cage with a skunk or a raccoon or something in there, and they'll have seen us working on set with the animal and hugging them and petting them and giving them lots of attention, and they'll stick their fingers right into the cages. And thankfully, we've never had anybody ever be bit, but it could really happen, and people really need to be aware that that's something you should never do.
Right. And you had mentioned when we first came over that you kind of pat down their habitat here and allow them to rebuild. Why is that?
Well, it's really important that you keep them stimulated, mentally stimulated, because you want a happy animal, and a happy animal is a thinking animal, not one that's bored. So their life is digging and eating. That's what they do. So when we don't do it often, but when we do it, it gives them something to do for a good week. That's all they're thinking about is building a new city. So it's stimulating and it's kind of enrichment for them.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you also? I'm sure it's very challenging on a set. Like I'm thinking right now, I don't have a bright, shiny necklace, but I'm sure some animals probably get very attracted to hair or necklaces, or sometimes different perfumes might actually agitate them. Do you have to, prior to a shoot, do you kind of find out what the shoot's about so that you can properly either prepare the animals or prepare the people?
Each animal, as you said, they're all different, and they all have different likes and dislikes and things that scare them or make them nervous or make them happy or inquisitive. And there are some animals that see in black and white and some animals that see in color. And the animals that see in color will like vibrant colors. Like if we had a parrot that had to sit on your shoulder right now, the bird would love your glasses because they do see in color, and that's such a vibrant color, they'd be very interested in it. And you might get them touching them. Your pearls would probably be all over the floor right now. And if you had buttons, they might play with them. So it is important that we find out. We always get storyboards, whatever we're going to do. We'll always get storyboards, and we'll go through them. But if there are things that are obvious, like a bird on the shoulder, we'll say, this, you want to stay away from this or this or this, and these colors are not good colors with that type of an animal. And we'll let them know before we get there, so that all of a sudden wardrobe doesn't have bright red clothing with dangly earrings and purple glasses, and then the animal's just in overload with so many stimulating things.
Right.